What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 1 of Kickback with Kenami. You're joined here by the OG Dream Team, Hayes Money, J Mac, Kenami Admin, Leo Dominus, and me, your boy Stingray Killer. Let's get it kicking, guys.
Welcome to Kickback with Kenami. We are a brand, but now a podcast focusing and talking about mental health, community, and lifestyle. Mentally, how are you guys feeling though?
I mean, as far as like how everything is going so far, I mean, everything around me is kind of like going crazy, but I've been actually pretty good so far. So
Is it because of Kenami? Is it the Kenami Discord?
Yes, the power.
Does anybody else feel hyped though? Because I feel hyped for the year.
Yeah,
I'm hyped
Oh, yeah.
for the new year, man. For sure.
I feel a sense
Oh, yeah.
of like
ready for change.
getting shit done, really like pushing hard, like everything's kind of shifting around me right now as far as like, personal life, and then I can feel like the sense to like do more and want to like do more and like push others, to start going that direction. But I see 2024 as like a fresh start. Like I'm deloading a lot right now, so I'm not hitting the gym. I ain't gonna lie, I'm pigging out. I'm kind of just eating how
This
I
guy.
want, just being comfortable, because I know like once January comes in, the reason why I'm going through a deload is because my body was starting to kind of like cry out like, hey, your shoulder, hey, your back, and I'm like, okay. With everything coming with Konami and then like dropping stuff for like Absolute Union, I want to be prepared to like go full force for like another 5 months straight, and then also like tune up my diet. So I think I'm mentally just allowing myself to prepare for that shift. Because come the new year, like I want to start dropping content. I want to start like going crazy in the gym and like kind of let myself go in a way, and then show the progress
my God.
forward.
Mhm.
So it's like, this is because on the app it shows all my progress. Like, okay, I was doing this, but I haven't hit the gym like consistently in like a month. So let's see where I stack up now.
Mm.
Basically, like 3 weeks later, and then I've also let myself. I've gained 10 pounds, so I'm like 220 right now.
Oh, okay.
And I've been a consistent 210 for like 4 or 5 months. So I've gained 10 pounds, and so I kind of want to let myself go, and then crank up January, and then kind of like, hey, like this is where I'm at now, but watch how quick this can shift.
Mhm.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
fine.
very hyped.
So then all the more reasons for, I think it was, which member on Discord was telling you to update your profile picture? And you said no. I think you should. If you gain that extra 10.
It's difficult when you look at your person to be like, oh yeah, I'm big, because like I feel like I'm still small, and I think that's where the body dysmorphia comes, maybe, possibly,
Oh my God, we're back at this.
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
Back at this.
like when people are like,
Yeah.
holy shit, dude, your arms are big. I'm just like, I feel like they could be bigger, or like maybe they're not big enough. But when they're telling you, like other people are telling you, like, dude, your arms are big, like you're massive, it's like, okay, like maybe it's right. And then like even my coworker, she took a picture. I was doing stuff at the desk, and she's like, dude, just look at your fucking arm from the back. And I'm like, okay, that does look massive. Like, all right, you just don't see it on you. So I'm not looking
Yeah.
at my arm from those angles, you know.
Yeah.
So
No, I always tell
That's,
people that. I
mhm.
always told my clients, you see yourself every day, so you'll never notice the type of changes that you're making because you see yourself every day. Like your best like progress or the results that you want to see is just taking pictures.
yeah,
Either
that's
once
it.
a month, once every 2 months or something, take it in different angles and then compare. Because if you stare at the mirror, like, you're not going to notice anything.
And we do that a lot, I think, as lifters. We're always in the mirror. So
Always take, yep. No, I do it every morning. I'm not going to lie. My morning routine, I'm not playing.
I do like movie poster poses. Like, you know how like every Captain America movie poster, he's always like I'm
Yes.
always like looking like
Yes.
that in the mirror. Like
I'm not
hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. I was actually considering of practicing anime poses for next year.
oh wow.
Oh, I do that
I'm just
too.
I'm
I
just
do that
saying.
too. I don't do it at the gym, but like I do it like when I get home and like it's like yeah, oh, like doing the JoJo poses and everything.
Oh man. But you see, you do the JoJo pose, you put
Yeah.
yourself at a risk of blowing your back out now. Because those
I can
poses are
kind of do
serious.
the one where he's like really low to his back because like now I've been like working on my legs to the point where it's like in my core where I can like do that.
yeah, shit.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
He made it. He didn't think he was gonna
Yeah,
make it.
buddy.
It's Kill Bill
What's
himself.
What's up?
Bruce
Yeah, we were
Lee.
talking about
What's up? What's up? What's up?
we're talking about flexing in the mirror.
Oh man, I do that all the time.
Every day.
Every time I pass by a mirror, I do that.
All right, so okay, what's your go-to pose when you're in front of the mirror?
Oh, hold on.
Actually,
I
I
like-
actually
you
want
gotta
all of
think
you
about
guys to answer that. What's your go-to pose when you're in front of?
Frieza, perfect form Frieza pose, where like he's got like his arms like
Oh,
that. Yeah,
he's
perfect
out there,
form
like,
Frieza.
balancing
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
like
Oh,
when he's
yeah.
like levitating and got his arms out and stuff. Yeah, perfect form Frieza pose.
Oh my god.
I gotta think
I
for
do
one now.
this pose a lot.
Oh, this. Okay, I know what you're talking about. You can't really
Yeah.
see it because we're. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
For me, it's always like I go from the back, so I'll go like this,
Yeah.
like try to switch out, and then I'll just come forward and just like flex like hard in front of the camera.
So like basically the arm is behind and you're leaning a bit
Nah,
forward.
not even. Nah. So
Oh
like,
shit! Are you gonna do it for us? Are you moving the camera for it?
It's the whole camera. I'm gonna do that.
Like I go from Frieza to like Last Airbender, like where he's like going like that with like the air ball,
I'm
and like I just
fucking
hold
dead.
just.
I don't necessarily really have much of a pose. Like if I'm actually just like in front of the camera, I'm just literally, or in front of the mirror, I'm just literally just like, straight down, just like,
Oh, he's doing that. He's
yeah.
doing that same type of pose, like what you're saying.
So like I tried to do bodybuilder poses, and somebody said like don't try to do bodybuilder poses because like you're not big for the bodybuilder poses. Do some Spider-Man shit, bro. You got a Spider-Man body. Like, and I was like, Spider-Man shit. Like I did like a Spider-Man pose in the mirror, and I was like, yo, it was like that looks way better. It was like, see, yeah, dude, like you're lean, bro. Do lean poses, like.
And for you, it's just that one suit. Imagine the other people who are like straight out cosplaying. How are they using the washroom?
Like armor and shit.
Oh,
yeah,
I
like how are
so
they
like
doing
Yeah.
I know someone who like so he did like he goes to a lot of cons and like I met him when I was working at like the first axe throwing place I was working at. And like he was telling me, oh yeah, I dress up in like a lot of armor and stuff. And I asked him, how do you guys use the bathroom in that? Because I had that question too. I was like, do you have to take it all off one by one? He's like, nah, dude, I got a butt flap. And he's like, I was like,
What?
dude, what? He was like, I literally have a flap
What?
that I unhook
Yes.
and then I just take it off and sit on the toilet. I don't have to take anything else off. And he's like, dude, see, I was like, I even got one for the front, bro. I got a butt flap and a front flap, bro. And I was like,
Oh,
dude.
That's definitely not.
And he's
a
like,
butt flap.
every costume
That's
I
creative.
do.
Always got to keep it creative. Got to stay creative.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
It's
honestly
like-
something that I've always wondered. I'm like, man, because some of them just go straight out, just
Oh yeah.
full out, just I don't know, like it's insane, especially the ones that make themselves super tall or whatever. I'm always
Oh, yeah.
wondering,
Yeah.
you gotta go to the washroom. Like, what do you? How you
I
do
mean,
that?
for guys, I feel like it'd be easy because like you just had like it's just more distance to the urinal
Yeah.
now. Like so
Mhm.
now it's like you just have to aim a little bit more carefully. That would be dangerous though, like getting out of like the stilts and stuff, like because it's like
Yeah.
oh man.
Like especially for what was the character name? Lady Dismas. How you pronounce her name?
Lady
From Resident
Dimitrescu.
Evil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lady Dimitrescu. Yeah, like where she's like really tall. She's like this really tall like vampire woman in Resident Evil.
Yeah, she's
And
like 9 feet tall.
yeah, like 9 feet tall. So you have to have stilts and it's like this whole formal 1920s gown on, and you're just walking around on all those stilts. Your first moment is like, all right, if I need this bathroom, how hard is this to take off these stilts and walk in?
You just go.
Yeah.
I think you go out back towards the dumpsters and just stand over them.
Stop.
Handle your business.
What happens when you get tired of walking? Do you like
Oh,
because
yeah.
like you're like several feet up in the air. Like you can't just like
Mm.
sit down. Like do you just find a wall and like prop yourself up against a
Wait.
ladder?
Actually,
Like,
it could be similar to like at Carnival. You have like some of the guys that do go on stilts, and I've seen them actually just like just hold themselves down. Like they have to find like a wall or something, and like try to like, prop themselves down, or they will have like someone like just like people on the side to kind of like as they come down, like as they crouch, they just like ease them back down.
one
I
of the
heard.
costumes I want to do in the future is gonna require stilts, and I'm like thinking about it, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I've never done stilts before. It's like, oh, it'll be fun, it'll be cool, and then I'm like, but what if I get tired? What if I want to sit down? Like,
Yeah.
what if I gotta use the bathroom? Like,
So going back to the topic of Ricky being all
Yeah.
hyped up for next year and stuff, like for me, it's more of continue being consistent with the gym. Just because I'm liking the way that everything is going so far. This has been the most consistent I have been this year, just because of our Discord accountability group and like that mini challenge that we set up for the year and stuff like that. Like I can't lose this challenge. I'm just saying. So I know for next year, I know once I drop about 5 pounds, like some of my like majority of my muscles are going to show some more. So that's where I
Mhm.
can start cosplay. Dress up as She-Hulk
Uh,
and the other characters that I wanted to do.
one of the things
that
that
would be.
like I really wanted to get into is like
Hmm.
making like cosplay stuff,
Oh,
like doing like the
Oh,
crafts and all
that would
that.
be nice.
That's it.
Because yeah, I already made a shield out of a plastic lid that I have sitting by my door over here, and like I've done stuff to like my Buster Sword replica. Like I
Mm.
painted it
show
and
it.
all that.
Let me see.
It's like way over there.
He's like, I gotta walk for that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
Like, oh my
way
God.
Bro, I
over
gotta
there.
walk all the way over there, bro.
Like, if I could like
Yeah.
call it with the force or something, but like nah, I want to do more stuff like with my masks and stuff. I want to make my own mask and like make like
Okay.
Mm.
outfit that goes with it. I want to make a desert robot kind of mask look, and that's what's going to require the stilts because I want it to be like super tall and have like a staff and all that stuff. And I want to just like walk around in that, like
Yo, that's
basically
sick.
just like walk around kind of like a street performer and just like get like see what people's reactions would be like.
Speaking of goals, then, what's everyone's goals for next year?
Ooh.
So for me, I don't really have much goals as far as like what I have like pinpointed at the moment. But as far as like how I can say right now, like I did what I wanted to do so far, which was restart back up on streaming. I got a few partnerships as far as like who I'm working with. Obviously, you seen me with Dubby for a little bit, so I'm still working with that. And
Mhm.
right now it's looking like I pretty much like kind of find my groove in things. So right now I'm just basically just seeing how far I can go. And right now it just starts with me. I'm doing live streams on a TikTok to bring that community over to kid community and so on and so forth. So working with
No,
it.
I like that. So basically, 2024 for you is just being more consistent with what you're currently doing and seeing how that goes, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I like that. You're already getting started this year, and then we already know next year's going to be just lots of opportunities for you, man.
Okay, what about Andre?
All
He's
right.
next on my screen.
Oh, I'm next. Okay.
Okay, hold on a sec. Hold on before we get started, because Ricky's already saying our actual names.
Oh, you
Ah,
see what had happened was
Lame.
Honestly, I think one of the things, and I've rarely ever talked about it as much. Is it
Hmm.
more of like something that's on the side? It's finally working up the courage to try and start working on like a little comic series or something, if I can do it. Like to see if I can
Ooh.
actually just pull it off. I do draw, but you don't really. I don't really advertise as much. It's like super background, but it's something in the back of my mind I've been thinking of, and I've thought of like scores of stories, and nothing has gone down to paper. So I feel like it's time I just finally put it to paper. Like just draw it out, push it. Doesn't matter if it looks bad or not. Just like keep letting it flow is
Yeah.
what I'm thinking about, and
Mhm.
just see what comes out as the end result.
If you need
Yeah,
help
I
with
mean,
writing or character design, I got you, bro.
yeah, okay. I'll take you up on that. Next one is really just trying to see like how I can like see what I can do more for like my growth in fitness. Am I just gonna finally go to a gym?
Yes.
Like finally
Okay.
go to the gym?
But I think it falls back to
You're
his
here
original
for
thing of like just starting because like I have to think the same kind of issue. I think everyone has the same issue is we have great ideas and we have all these thoughts, but then we don't ever start the process. And so it's like for you, you're just like, well, even if it's bad, even if it's X, Y, and Z, but you don't know how to refine your vision until you start actually like living it and like putting it out, like actually being able to now see it physically manifest itself. And so the same thing is like eventually your journey will take you to the gym. So why not start now? Like you could always like if you want to see your goals that much faster, that's where I'm at now. You have to take the first step. You know, because
mm,
you're not promised tomorrow. Like we're
You
not
gotta, you gotta
promised.
jump into it.
Yeah, you just have to be like, you know what, I'm gonna go all in because it's like if you're saying, oh, I'm gonna be in the gym eventually. Okay, well then why not tomorrow? Why not now? You know what keeps you from taking that first step? And then once you get in there and you start meeting people and you start like getting into it, that's gonna like make you hype. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna help you continue. Like for JMac, it's been the accountability group, and for you, it's gonna be the fact that you start knowing other people that are looking forward to like maybe seeing how you're progressing or willing to like offer you help towards your goals. That you'll end up wanting to like you'll be hyped to show up at the gym every day.
You even have your own fitness page too. That could be your own little diary. It doesn't have to be for following or anything like that. It's just more of I'm just documenting my journey just for me, and then
Mm-hmm.
that's it. Because you get to watch your own growth from there. You know.
no, you have a point. No, you all do. Seriously. And yeah, maybe I should just really just go for it, honestly. My friend has a freaking gym I can go to where I could just go there for free. I need to take up on that. I need to do that.
Yeah, definitely. I'll start making your schedules and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So 2023, I started doing foodie content.
Yes.
So that's doing pretty good. And 2024, I wanna blow up. I wanna go full time, and I'll go travel the world and eat first one.
Oh,
I love it.
If you need a
And it's all
cameraman,
being documented. This is episode 1. He said he wants to blow up and
mm,
travel around the world. Let's hope that happens for 2024.
Fuck yeah!
I
there's gonna
put
be a
my
full
name in the hat
connoisseur.
for being his cameraman on tour.
No.
My job is just watch him eat.
Bold of you to assume I think that far ahead. No. Uh, honestly, really, I just want to like get a few more of my films out. Like I've had
Whoa.
some luck with my film. Like they're like I haven't won awards or anything like huge like that, but I've gotten like
Mm,
views on them, and like I've gotten at least like above 50 views on most of them, and it's like I'm just starting out,
no.
so it's like it's fine. And it's like
Mm,
I just want to kind of put more stuff out there because it's like I've got ideas that I can do where I don't need a whole lot of crew, and I also have like people who are willing to be crew now, like just from going to
Okay.
college and making friends with people. Like I have people who are like, "Hey, I'll help you with this movie," and like it's people who are actually like down to do it, who aren't like, "Oh, I don't do that because that's cringy." They're like more like, "No, yeah, let's make a movie. I want to make a movie." Like, so it's like, yeah, I have a
mm,
lot of that. So really, I just want to get a few more films out, and I also want to try and exit my comfort zones when it comes to writing. Um, I write a lot of action stuff, and it's like I want to slow down and like write something that's not super action packed and something that's a little bit more like more thinky instead of explosions. Um,
Okay.
we do yeah, and more stuff that makes you like kind of sit with it for a while.
Nah, man, you got this. It's honestly just, especially when it comes to filming and stuff like that. just consistency. Throw it in any platform that you have, and then you never know you never know what video is just gonna make that hit.
Yeah, I definitely want to try my hand at horror. That's gonna be
Oh
fun.
wow.
Ooh,
Horror's gonna do really, really well. That's super
Yeah.
popular right now, especially on YouTube. For me, I would say
Okay.
my 2024 goals, I have so many, is just stay consistent with my fitness, but also with social media, because I did start a new account, and I'm liking how things are going so far. Just because it's a nice fresh start, and it's just newer people that I'm connecting with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have all the creepy followers or whatever anymore. It's like a nice fresh start. Feels nice. Do like, hopefully, just like you, is hopefully have a moment where things blow up, because I love to just do reviewing on products or whatever. Like, that's something that I enjoy doing. So I'm hoping I can connect with other brands and everything and just start doing that. Just have Konami just blow up, man, because this year was just, it was a lot. It was a lot
was a
of
lot.
restructuring,
it
a
was
lot of
crazy.
headaches, a lot of day ins and day out, like barely sleeping, whatever. So I'm hoping for 2024, just things just go by just smoothly.
I think the ultimate goal is to one day not be on camera, but still around the table with the same people
Yes.
at a headquarters.
Everyone's
Yeah.
meeting up in person now. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's ultimate.
That's actually something that was actually a discussion that I had when creating Konami. When we were like having that conversation about talking about a brand and how do we set something up and the name, whatever. At some point when we were about to launch Konami, I remember we sat down. This was probably around 3 a.m., 4 a.m., whatever. And I remembered my ex-partner Josh was saying, how cool would it be if we ever had like our own Konami place, like a warehouse, whatever. And one floor is just mainly for Konami meetings, where it's an actual round table. We have a neon light with the Konami logo or a mini model, whatever. And it's just all of the people we always wanted to work with, just, working with us. Whether it's like our brothers, our family who wants to help out with packaging, friends, or anything like that. That was always the vision. And it was so funny because here we are. And I remember one of you guys were saying, let's call it the round table. Like, it's crazy how just the universe works like that.
Yeah, we had that conversation, and it was because I used to play Facebook. For anyone old enough out there, Facebook mobsters was a real thing, and it was fun. Okay.
Oh yeah.
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 Okay. Yes.
And so
Yeah.
the mob group I was with, because obviously you had like, basically mafia style. You had your family, and then you had the gangs underneath the family, which were like Ruthless Killers, Hell's Assassins, whatever. But the overall family name was Round Table Affiliates. And for the longest time, I've loved that. I was like, bro, that's a dope name. Like, even if it was like to be like a business name, I would want to have that. Like, no one has that. Like, what's RTA, Round Table Affiliates? And then the fact that like I mentioned it and she mentioned this, I was like, that's crazy, because I've always wanted to use that for some reason, because I've never seen it or heard it being used ever since that time. Just disappeared. But like I always loved that name. I was like, that's a dope name. Like I'm gonna use it somewhere somehow. And it just goes back to the medieval days where like, King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, it's that type of vibe with a business that you would want to build. Like people you would go to war with and who have been with you from the very bottom. So like that I think has a lot of significance in the name too. So that's what I think really attracted me to the name. Like I really, I'm big on that. Like somebody at the table has resources that we can bring in, and then everyone else at the table can do the same, and then we can all achieve like the same results. So, yeah.
I still remember staying up. What was it, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m.? We were just here talking, like just about what to do, like the next steps. Next steps.
Oh man,
That wasn't
yes.
talking. That
So
was dreaming.
for our listeners, everyone that's talking here right now are the ones that pushed me to making certain decisions to get to where Konami is now.
That's
Yep.
why I called you guys the OG Dream Team in the intro.
Oh shit! See how everything's connecting now. That's nice.
I was like, I definitely specifically remember like when Konami just like first started, like it didn't matter like what time it was, like whether because I was on the opposite side, I was like 7 hours ahead of y'all. So
Mhm.
I'd be there like 4 or 5 in the morning just talking to y'all. And it's like, just like probably like nighttime and so on and so forth. And then I get back up in the morning at like 9 or 10 and I still see everybody talking. It's like, yo, what's going on? Like, what did I miss? Let me get filled in on this.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah, because
Yeah.
those were the times where we were either talking about what we're going through, venting out, what's happening with Konami, the struggles, and it was just a lot. Yo, at one point we were talking about hair. I don't even know if you guys remember
Yeah,
Yeah.
that.
I remember that.
Seriously.
Talking
Yeah.
about hair, sharing
Mhm.
our hair
You were
pictures and
hating
everything.
That
Oh
was
my
before I was big
goodness.
on showing my face, so every picture I had to have a mask on.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Yo, this is progress right now. That's progress.
Mhm.
The amount of growth that happened for 2023 is insane. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday, I'll be very honest with you guys. I got very emotional because I was like finally a day where I was able to reflect and be in my head. Just because everything's just always been on the go, where I just feel robotic as of lately. Where I'm awake, I did my thing, knock out. Awake, did my thing, knock out. So yesterday, I was just super in my feels, and I'm like, fuck, like to have this vision 2 years ago and having this amount of people, the community supporting one another, having this accountability come to life, seeing the growth from everybody that is now in the roundtable is just it's crazy. So when I was at the gym, I was actually at the lockers and I was like, "Fuck, am I about to cry?" Like,
Oh.
there was times where
Oh.
when I was lifting, I just felt that that tear wanting to come down. I'm like, nah, bitch. Like, there's people here, man. This is so
No, no, no.
awkward.
That's sweat. That's sweat.
It's like that
Exactly.
scene in it's
Yeah,
like that
that's
scene
what
in
it
the
was.
in the Jumanji remake where the Rock is like, "Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry."
Yeah.
It's so crying, man. Yo, I was in my feels the whole session. It was crazy.
No, it has been a long, long journey. Honestly, this year has been crazy. Like I think I've, in terms of mental health wise, like I feel like I'm in a much better place now. Like it's just like from compared to how I started from the year. Because start of the year, I was just in a mindset of just like trying to hustle and move, with work and everything. It was tough going, and now towards the end, things are kind of just like simmered into like a relaxed state, like to transition into like the new year. And I just think back, like last year was so not the case. I remember like last year just it ended in chaos and then started the new year with chaos. So here we are now.
Here we are. Yep.
A lot more work to be done.
And it's only the beginning.
Yep. Only the
It's
Oh yeah.
beginning.
it's
Like,
crazy.
we've
Like
entered a new path, and especially for you, Andre, like you're saying that you're in a state of calm and everything. That is your new path. So
Hmm.
next year is going to be a very interesting one for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think this was the year of trials, and the next year to come is the year of testing, because everyone's gonna be put to the test on what they're bringing to the table and on the things that we've stated that we want to do. And so I feel like it's gonna be, trials is different. Trials kind of like separated the ones that like we haven't even got to the test phase and people like fell off. And so now it's like we might see more people fall off because it's gonna be nitty gritty. Like we're gonna have to be like, and that's where I'm at in the point where I'm at now. When it comes to absolute unit and me finally kicking that off the ground, like I've let my own friend know, like it moves forward with or without you. I ain't got no more time. Like we're not promised tomorrow. We're not promised another year of life. So I have to make do with the time I have now, and we can all evaluate our lives and say that we're wasting time in certain areas, and we could be placing that towards advancing, whatever passions, visions, and dreams we have. So, like for me, it's like this year I feel it like a lot more urgency. Like stuff needs to get done, and I can't be procrastinating no more. Like, hey, either you're in or you're out. And I was listening to some, and it was like the guy was like, sometimes you have to lead, and I can't really. It's like I think I was telling you that, J Mac. Like sometimes you as a leader, we want to involve everyone, but sometimes you just have to allow people to trust in your vision and the process for like where you're taking them. Because there's so many moving things and things you're contemplating that we don't have knowledge of that you do. And so like sometimes we just have to like give the word and we just follow. And in a sense, that's stuff I've done before. It's like some people get upset and that's fine, but it's like, hey, I know that I have the best interests of everyone on my team, and there's too much for me that I have going on to start breaking it down individually to people and all extra meetings. So it's like just trust the process, right? And so that's kind of where I'm at now. Like you're either gonna find people that support your vision. You know what the vision is. Like that's yours. So either they're gonna support it and help you move forward, and if they're not, they're like, I gotta go. Like I'm sorry, but like if our visions don't align, there's no point in us entertaining anything beyond this. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to go. And so whoever is gonna ride with you in that vision is there. It'll align, and those will be the ones to move forward. So as I'm moving forward into the next year, it's like either you with it or you not. If you're not helping me and contributing to like what I have in mind, because like right now I have a guy on my team that's like, man, I'm really like I like the way you think. Like I support the whole vision and everything. That's what I need. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what each of us needs is to find those people that are like, hey, I support your vision and I'm down. Like, just tell me what's the word. Tell me what I need to do and I'll move. Like it's hard to find people like that because you have to put your pride aside to not be that guy, but to know, like, let's say if y'all look at Jay and be like, I know the vision, like whatever she says, I'm gonna do. Like, those are the type of people you want in your circle.
That was pretty much our first podcast. We talked about a whole range of topics, way more than what we thought.
Yeah.
And we achieved something. I think we achieved what we were looking for was just have a good flow. And I hope that's something that everyone else listening was able to enjoy, where you're just taking out the trash or doing your laundry, whatever, on a Stairmaster. We're definitely looking forward to you joining us on this journey because we're not done yet. This is just the beginning.
We're
So
not done.
stay tuned for the next episode because we'll definitely hope that you stay tuned. Hope we weren't boring you. And we'll catch you on the next one.